what about?
I'm wondering where the hell she is at this rate. I could be here all flaming day.
Yeah. Hey, that might be her now.
Cabin. Yes, it is. No, the newspapers are not on strike again, Mr. Simpson. No, the reason your paper hasn't been delivered is the fact that it hasn't left here yet. Yes, I know. We've all got to get off to work. Yeah, well, newspapers aren't exactly like homing pigeons, you know. I mean, you don't just chuck them out the window and hope they flap all the way to your house. And you.
Another dissatisfied customer?
Simpson, 15 Argyle Street.
Are they having 2 papers this morning? Atkinson, Maudsley Street. And to think, I chucked up a job in the sun in Tenerife for the sheer joy of standing next to you when you go out of bed on wrong side.
You could ring her up.
I intend to.
When?
When the sun comes up. She might still be in bed.
Well, she's no right to be in flipping
She
bed.
might be poorly.
And she might have run away to Rochdale and got married to a jig and tool setter. You'll never know until you ring her now, will you?
Oh, give her another half hour. Why?
Why? Somebody said they'd seen you two sneaking in here at the crack of dawn, but I said no, they got their own house to go to for that.
I'll see you over there, eh?
Oh, aye. When?
When I've got these flipping papers delivered, you will leave the van, won't you?
They have little lads for this job now, you know, in most modern paper shops.
Yes, but little lads have to be at school for 9 o'clock. And if papers are not marked up, they can't wait, can they?
Oh, I see. Overslept again, have we? I don't know what's happened to you two since you got wed.
Buzz off, Langton.
I'm going.
There you are, Chuck. Don't say I never give you now.
Hey, would you mind moving your finger a bit so I can see what Tommy Doherty thought about that penalty incident on Saturday?
Yes, I do mind. If there's anything I detest, it's somebody trying to read a paper when I'm reading it.
Oh, grumpy this morning, aren't we?
I always have been, ever since you moved in here.
Mind you, I've got a very deep distrust of people who aren't grumpy at morning. You know, it's not natural. I mean, take me dad. He's dead easy going normally, but the morning, open seas on us kids.
Do you mind? I'm trying to read.
Oh, sorry. It does get to you, though, doesn't it?
What?
Giving up fags.
I never even thought about it until you mentioned it this minute.
Do you know, I started smoking to stop biting my nails. Now I've stopped smoking, I've started biting them again. It's not that, then.
What?
Making you grumpy.
It's you yakketing on when I'm trying to read the paper.
It's him, isn't it?
Who?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't know.
Ted. He's nice, isn't he?
Do you reckon?
Hey, when are you seeing him again?
I don't know.
Did something go wrong last night?
What makes you say that?
The way you've been this morning. And don't tell me you slept, because I heard you moving round at 4 o'clock this morning.
I came down for a couple of aspirins, not that it's any of your business.
I've got a very inquiring mind, and that is a sign of intelligence. It does sometimes help to talk about it, you know.
When I need a father confessor, I'll let you know.
Some sort of row, was it?
Oh, you just never give up, do you?
Oh, was it something he said?
No.
Something you said?
No. If you must know, it was something Rita Littlewood said. Not that it's any of your business.
Why? What was it she said?
Well, she just happened to let it drop that I had 3 husbands before.
Oh, the rotten cat. Hey, what did Ted say?
Oh, nothing very much, but when it came time to say goodnight, he somehow forgot to make arrangements for next time.
Oh, Elsie, how lousy.
No. Worse things happened at sea. It's not that important.
No?
No.
Oh, I got the impression you were quite keen.
Look, when you have been married 3 times, love, you're never quite keen on anybody. It's just that I happen to like a good time, and Ted's the fella to give you a good time. Now, is there anything else you would like to know?
No.
Thank God for that, she said, with a heavy sigh.
Here, go to your dad for a bit. Give your mum a break.
What do you think of that rattle I bought her then, eh?
Not a lot. She chucked it at me, played with her fingers instead.
You ungrateful little beast, aren't you? What are you then? Hey? Hey, Page 3. Read all about it.
What, Jubilee Year Baby Contest?
That's the one. Or you're going to have to get your skates on, then, aren't you?
Why?
Well, they got this photographer down at precinct, you see, and you take a little beauty down there and she has a picture taken and then they choose the best dozen to go to the final at the community centre. Only today's the last day they're doing it, so you're going to have to get down there today, aren't you?
You're not serious,
Of course I'm flipping serious, Tracy. She'll walk it, won't she?
Over my dead body, she will.
Hey?
I'm not taking her.
All right, I'll take her.
You will not, you know.
Well, why not, for God's sake?
Because I don't happen to agree with baby contests. That's why not.
You do know what the prizes are, don't you? There's a silver crown for the baby and a weekend in London for the parents.
I don't care if they're giving away the Kohinoor diamonds and the Queen's coach. I feel the same way about baby shows I do about beauty contests. They're degrading for the participants.
Rubbish.
And that's something else I think they are and all.
Blaming women. Anyway, you're the lucky one, aren't you? Because when you grow up, you haven't got to get wed to one of them.
Still no reply?
Perhaps she is poorly, then.
Well, her Auntie Edie should be there. Perhaps I'd better go round.
No, I mean, if it was anything important, if it was anything serious, she would have got in touch with it, wouldn't she?
Well, it's not like Mavis to let us down without some sort of explanation, is it? I wonder where she is. Hey, could you look after the shop for an hour while I nip round and see?
Oh, yeah, 'cause like Lansing's already playing out with me for the amount of extra work he's got to do. I'm supposed to be a plumber, not a flipping paper boy. Keep ringing the at the cabin, love, until somebody answers, will you?
Oh, all right. I'll ring her as soon as I get there. Hey, you won't forget to wash up, will you?
I am supposed to be working for me living, you know.
What the hell do you think I do down at cabin all day? Highland Fling?
I must be the only plumber I know with wash day red hands.
Well, think how well they'll go, love, with your wash day red eyes.
There you go.
Oh, that's fine.
Ta, Fred.
Thank you. Doesn't seem like 25 years, though, does it?
What doesn't?
Well, since the coronation.
You've had 50 years of life I've led.
Oh, what a day that was, eh, Stan? In spite of the weather.
My old man decided to have a party, you know, in the backyard. And we didn't have a table big enough. So we cut the door off the lav and stuck it on 2 dolly tubs.
Yeah, then it chucked it down and you all got drowned, right?
Ah, it didn't matter, though. We just sat there in the rain, scoffing the jellies me man made.
There were beacons the length of England that night, weren't there?
Yeah, we went to one, didn't we, Stan?
Staggered, you mean?
Oh, yeah, that's more like.
Say it again, please, love.
Right.
Doreen Slater of Rosamond Street had Weatherfield's first coronation day baby. He was born 10 minutes after midnight. She called him Philip.
I were in London, me, for the lights, just like the illuminations.
Did you see the procession?
I just caught a glimpse of the top of old Winnie's head. I'd have seen more on telly.
Oh, if it had one, there weren't many around in them days.
No, there weren't.
Oh, there were a full-length film all about it, though. It were on the pictures the next week in Technicolor.
A queen is crowned.
That's it, yeah. Oh, you had to queue to get in.
But you wouldn't have to queue today.
No way, Mrs. Sharples. Kids don't bother about the country like we did, you know.
Of course they do. Half a shandy, Fred.
Did you like Gail? Listen, Gail, when did you last stand in the pictures for God Save the Queen,
It's
love?
got nothing to do with it.
Well, of course it has. We always stood still till it were finished.
Kids care about the country as much as they ever did. They just don't get any encouragement, do they? Everybody's too busy knocking it, aren't they?
She's right, you know.
Oh, she's right. It's a dirty word in this country is patriotism. Heaven knows why, because we've less to be ashamed of than the rest of them. If it hadn't been for what this country did in 1939, they'd all have been goose-stepping it to China.
Right, Mrs. Sharples. We showed them, me and the lads.
Aye, that's right. You fought them Nazis in every pub from here to Catterick Camp, didn't you, Stan?
Well, he fought more than you did, Annie Road.
Aye, well, when I was coming of age, you see, Hilda, the Germans and the Japs was busy taking over the world economy, having lost the war, like.
Our cat had kittens.
Come again.
On Coronation Day, our cat had kittens. There were one black, one tortoise shell and one bar in my mum's hat box. Isn't it funny that all them different colours from same mother?
It'd solve the colour problem if all you lot did the same.
Ah, true, Fred, true.
Mrs. Merrifield, the Blackpool poisoner. She reminds me of the coronation. She came to Manchester Friday before, you know, to stand trial.
No, a cat. All them kittens.
Oh, well. Where's Tracy?
Oh, I've left her at Midlet Road where she can get knocked over. No, Emily's taking her for an hour.
Give us a gin and tonic for Mother Earth here, will you?
Hey, Deirdre. Have you had today yet? Who? Tracy for the Jubilee Year Baby Contest.
Hey, have you been getting at her?
No, honest.
You're going to, are you?
No.
Oh, you must.
Why must I?
She's a dead cert, I'd say.
Of course she is.
I'll be a cruelty with that, stopping her having a go.
Hilda, she's got no feelings about it either way. I've asked her.
Ah, not now, but later on.
Hey, it'll make a nice keepsake, that crown piece, you know. Solid silver. Something for her to pawn later on, you know, she's a bit older.
Are you not sure you've not been got at by my husband?
I never said a dicky bit, have I?
Not to me, he hasn't, no.
I mean, food.
What's the matter, Deirdre? Are you scared she won't come nowhere?
Look, just hand me the blind darts, will you? Thank you.
How we doing, kid?
Keep it going. You're doing great.
That's just £2. Sorry I can't make it any less. Oh, and talking about being sorry.
Yeah?
About last night. If I say it wrong thing, I am sorry.
Oh, that's all right, love. If Ted Brownlow's put off by a little thing like 3 husbands, then he's not worth bothering about, is he?
Oh.
See you, kid.
See you. Hello, is that Mrs. Kenyon? Oh, it's Rita Fairclough here. Littlewood as was. Front cabin. Is Mavis there? That were Aunt Edie.
All right.
Well, you heard what I said. All she said was, don't talk to me about Mavis. I haven't seen her since last night. And put phone down.
Have you gone on?
Shh, I've just got her off. She screamed solid all afternoon.
But you did take her to have her photo taken.
Oh, yes. I took her. Put her best frock on her. She was properly sick down it. So I changed her, put her in her pram and wheeled her down there. And I'm sure there couldn't have been more than a couple of 100 other mothers, all with their eyes dead set on a weekend in London.
Hey, she'd come dead.
Are you absolutely sure of that, Ray?
Are you?
No, not altogether. Not the way things worked out.
Oh. Well, what went wrong?
Well, for a start off, she fell asleep in her pram. And she likes her sleep, does our Tracy. So when it came time to wake her up for the photograph being taken, she wasn't very pleased about it. In fact, she screamed solid the entire time.
But they did take the photo.
Oh, yes, they took it. And very lovely it'll be. That angry little face with those 2 red little eyes peeping out of it like bullet holes in the snow. No, I wouldn't go packing any bags for London yet, Ray. Oh, and another thing.
What?
Next time you enter your daughter in something, arrange to have a day off work and take her yourself. Now look what you've done.
On your own today, are you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Is she not well then, Mavis?
Well, if you promise not to let her go any further, I'll tell you something, love.
Yeah.
You know how mad keen she is on swimming?
Yeah.
Well, it seems that she went for a swim last night in the Manchester Ship Canal with all her clothes on. They fished her out of the Mersey this morning just off Birkenhead about 5:30.
Oh, it's not something to joke about, isn't death?
Oh, she isn't dead, love. When she was coming round, she said I must have taken a wrong turning at Gladstone Dock.
Oh, hello. We was just talking about you.
All right, thank you very much, Hilda. Shut the door behind you. Good night.
Hello, Mr. Fairclough.
Hello, Mavis. Overslept, did you?
No. It's a long story, actually.
And I've had a very long day.
So have I. The longest day of my life.
You know, I think I'll write a book about it when it's all over.
And what's all over?
How I gave up fags by sheer willpower. I think I'll call it 3 weeks in hell. I know just how I'll go about it. I'll go straight in, no messing. I'll say, there I was on my Todd in Elsie's living room. And all I could see stretching in front of me were grey days without fags. And this craving getting stronger and stronger.
Will you? Shut up, you'll have me as bad as yourself.
Yeah, but just think what lovely clean lungs you'll have. You could leave them to science. They could put them in a bottle and exhibit them as an example of what willpower can do. I can see the label. She wasn't much cop at much, wasn't our Susie, but she had the loveliest lungs in Lancashire.
Ah, well, it's all right for you, but you're not going through what we're going through.
Do you know something? I think I'm going through too much.
Hey, should we pack it in, Elsie?
No, we won't. We started this and we're going to finish it. If it kills us both, we are.
Any chance of that?
There's a very strong chance of you getting killed if you don't shut your face.
I'll second that. Sorry.
If you only knew what I've had to put up with from her over the years.
Who?
Indeed.
I thought you got on well with her.
Oh, yes, as long as it's on her terms.
You've had a row, right?
If I never speak to her again, it'll still be too soon.
Well, what the heck happened?
Well, you know that I was seeing Derek last night?
Yeah.
Well, we went to the picture, you see, and we were a few minutes later than usual, actually, only when I got home, there she was, sitting there.
And she started a row?
Oh, no, that's not her way, isn't that? She just sat there staring at news at 10. So I thought, keep cool, Mary's, take no notice. I took my coat off and I sat down. She still sat there. It was a good film, I said. Oh, she said, oh, well, that did it. I mean, there's just so much flesh and blood can stand, and I just saw red.
Well, what did you do then?
Well, for a start, I turned the television off. Now, I said, how'd you like that? I said.
What did she do?
She turned it on again.
And then you switched it off again?
No, I did better than that. I unplugged it.
Hey, Mavis, you don't take prisoners when you lose your temper, do you?
Are you going to give me that plug back, or are you not? She said, because I haven't seen the weather forecast yet. No, I'm not. I said, not until you've heard what I've got to say.
Oh, what did you have to say?
Oh, well, I mean, then it just all came pouring out, you know. What I thought about her and the long face that's always waiting for me when I get in late from work, or even if I'm in after 10. And, well, I mean, the way, if I'm ill, she's always got to be ill. And the migraine she has, if I so much as mention going away on holiday by myself. Oh, the way that we always end up doing what she wants to do. I mean, honestly, Rita, people think that she's a sweet little old lady, and she's a tyrant, an out-and-out tyrant.
She?
Yes. Anyway, I said there's got to be some changes round here. I said I've got my own life to lead, so I said from now on I'm going to come in when I like, and I'm going to go out with who I like, or else I'm going.
Good for you. What did she say to that?
You better go then, hadn't you?
Oh, so you went?
Yeah. Of course, when I got outside, I realised I didn't have anywhere to go, so I rang you.
Well, why didn't you come straight to us?
Well, I didn't like to, not when Len said that you were in the bath, so... Well, then I just walked around till nearly midnight, and then I found a hotel. Pretty seedy hotel.
Oh, now, Mavis. You know, there's nothing like a good screaming row for clearing the air.
Oh, no, Rita, it's not as simple as that. I mean, things were said last night that can't be unsaid, and I'm never going back to live there again, ever.
Well, where are you going to live?
Don't know. Just have to find somewhere. A flat.
Hey, well, you're sitting on top of one, aren't you? Or rather underneath one.
Do you mean the cabin flat?
Yeah. It's empty. It's convenient. I've no more use for it. What do you say to that?
Yes, but what about Len?
Listen, after palaver with this morning's paper, that's one person who'd greet you with open arms. Play your cards right, he'd probably carry over at threshold.
Well, it would solve everything.
Right, settle then.
Well, yeah.
Good. Right, hey. And I don't want you having any orgies up there, lady.
You never know what happens, do you?
Do you know, I'm beginning to think that row with your Aunt Edie's done you some good.
You know what they say about the quiet ones.
Oh, my back's breaking. You know what, Chuck? I'm beginning to think it's time you traded me in for a new model.
Get her that bottle, Dick.
Hey, you know them two machinists from Sebastopol Street? They've never stopped going on about this float they're getting up.
What float's that then, Mrs. O?
Oh, they're getting up a float to go in the Jubilee procession.
Hey, be a laugh, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, it's more than we're doing round here, any road.
I thought Mrs. Bishop was supposed to be doing something.
Like what?
Well, I don't know. Her and Mrs. Walker haven't decided yet.
Flipping it. Why is it always them what has to decide?
Well, usually, because nobody else is bothering.
Hey, we could have an ale supping contest out there in the street, couldn't we?
Oh, that would be very uplifting.
Well, we'll drink out of Jubilee mugs.
I say, why don't we get a float of our own up?
Yeah, Yeah, why not? It'd shut them two at work up at least.
Yeah, we could depict the 8 wives of Henry VIII. Back to me being Henry.
Not somebody the royals would have wanted reminding of, I wouldn't have thought, old Henry.
Yeah, there's only one snag, though.
What?
To have a float, you got to have a lorry, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's no sweat. Surely we'll find somebody to lend us a flipping lorry.
Yeah, and Stan could drive it, couldn't you, John?
Oh, yeah. Always providing you can squeeze behind the lorry.
Me and the lorry will make you stand up and beg.
Oh, that would be lovely for them in the back.
Elsie, can I buy you a drink before I go?
No, thanks, love, I've got one.
Did Rita come round and see you about last night?
Yeah.
Did she louse things up for you?
Well, yeah, but it don't matter, does it?
Sorry about that.
Well, what are you sorry for? You didn't say anything.
Can't buy you a drink then?
Some other time.
See you then, eh?
Ta-ra.
What were all that about?
Oh, now that matters, love.
Naughty.
Oh!
You told Mavis she could have that flat.
That's right.
Well, was that very clever, do you think?
Yeah?
Well, supposing her and their Auntie Edie don't kiss and make up then.
Well, I don't think they will.
So where does that leave us?
I'm not with you.
Well, if she moves into that flat and settles down, she's not going to want to leave it, is she?
Well, why should she want to leave?
I had plans for that flat, didn't I?
What plan?
Yeah, I was going to build an outside entrance to it. I was going to do up the bathroom and the kitchen. Then I was going to let it off.
Well, no problem. Carry on with your plans and then let it to Mavis.
I can't, can I?
Why not?
Because she isn't going to be able to afford the price that I want for that flat.
You don't know that.
Of course I do. I pay her flipping wages, don't I?
Oh, yeah. Still, all this could only happen if you did it up, right?
Right.
Oh, well, then, love, I mean, you're always talking about doing up alterations and extension and that sort of thing, but you never do them. I mean, not to your own property. Look at cabin. When was the last time anything was done there?
That is not the point.
Of course it's the point.
It isn't. The point is that you've made a pig's ear of things for the second time in 2 days. You know, Mrs. Fairclough, I'm beginning to think that you are accident-prone.
I'm lovely with it.
You can make an appointment with the surgeon over on Granada Good Life now as Mike Scott answers your medical queries in his weekly mailbag. Coming up next on Granada Plus, drama on both sides of the globe in families.